Hey guys, welcome back to the show. This is Shash, and with me I have Pratik today.
Hi, good morning, Shash.
How are you going?
Pretty good. Looks pretty nice and sunny at your end.
It's awesome. It's raining outside in Singapore. It's pretty
Wow.
good. Um, in today's episode, I want to go through some of the more interesting news pieces that I'm finding. So, okay, we start with a good morning with Bobby. Bobby is the co-founder and CEO of CoinGecko, and he's been forced to take a break apparently. And what does a dude do when he's taking a break? He wants to go shopping and buy juicy farms. I don't understand how is this a break, man. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Well, how is this a break, Bobby? Very interesting news from the Zilliqa side. There is a major network upgrade from their side, and I think this is going to be very interesting. Zilliqa has been building a lot of stuff. A lot of interesting projects have been developing on them. We've been playing around with XCAD, and we've been seeing what's been happening with ZIL Swap and the Switcheo team, and like a lot of interesting stuff's happening on it. And I think this upgrade is going to be pretty interesting as well. I feel this will be similar to the kind of upgrade that Lisk had, and I think we can discuss that as well. EnjinStarter, the launch pad for the Enjin ecosystem, is going to launch. I think this is one of the projects that I've been involved for a really long time, and I think it's definitely one to look out for. My friend Prakash is the one who's leading the charge with this one, and like I cannot be more excited about the kind of games and projects that are developing on it. I think this was super interesting, and yeah, and I think it's about time that we have like a ecosystem which is completely dedicated to blockchain gaming and NFTs, because the other ones, of course, they have elements of blockchain gaming and NFTs like Polygon, Solana, BSC, Avalanche, etc. But Engine's focus will be NFT and blockchain gaming, and they're building technology which is based for these things and making life easier for developers to get into the ecosystem. And I think that's why the blockchain gaming side is not even started properly yet. I think what we're seeing right now are very early stages of what could possibly happen with that particular segment.
Absolutely, and I mean, Engine has been in the gaming section even before blockchain was there, so they definitely have an upper hand. And having a launch pad purely on Engine, I mean, especially for the Engine chain, I think this looks very bullish to me, man. I'd love to get some more details on it.
Yeah, I think this will initially be launched on JumpNet,
Okay.
which is the EVM POA based EVM, which the Engine guys have developed, and I think that has zero fees on it. And I thought that was very interesting because fees, whether it's a lot or little, it's always a you know
It's a pinpoint for sure for any year, especially if you're earning like a few cents in a game and you're progressing
no,
at the
it's
same
not.
time.
It's not about money. It's about efficiency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have to include fees in it, the fact that it becomes a two two currency economy is always a problem. Like in the sense that I don't have the base layer token or the fees token, right? Then I have to get it from somewhere. But that is, how do I say it, man? Like that's making a system less efficient.
Efficient.
And efficiency is all the future is going to be about, right? Like we have to make our ecosystems more efficient. So the fact that there is no fees, and it's not about low fees, like I think most of the people come up with that argument that hey, you check out this ecosystem, it has very low fees, but it still has fees. And the problem with fees is that it slows down everything. You have to go to an exchange, send money there, do KYC, open an account, get the token for the fees, then send it back to this other chain from the exchange, and then you will be able to do something with it.
Correct.
And
True.
well, that could be an onboarding pain in the beginning, and eventually we get used to it, like we did with Ethereum. However, it's still not the most efficient process because I think you cannot have mass adoption with these dual fees systems, and eventually it has to be that the fees has to be borne by the companies that are running these applications, or the network has to be free and figure out way how to do consensus without uh, the fees, and something has to be figured out, in my opinion. Like one of the
Absolutely,
other
I think if we
reasons.
take off the entry barrier, like you said, that if there's no fees and there's no entry barrier, people can quickly start using the ecosystem, and they don't have to first
Yeah.
transfer some tokens on them. So yeah, this removes the entry barrier to a good extent, and yeah, I agree with you. No fees is always better than low fees.
Another reason why there is fees in the ecosystems because of possibility of an unnecessarily unreasonable amount of spam that can jam the network, right? Like spam is a big issue, and that's why fees is included in it. But there are ways that the coding can be done that there is no spam, and I think these things have to be figured out as well. But let's not go too deep into that. Let's get to the next news piece, which is Kava's mainnet. Seems like
Yeah, 15 hours more to go.
15 hours, fantastic match. Kava's mainnet seems like it's 15 hours away, and this is very interesting as well because the upgrade that they're doing right now is going to launch Kava swap in it as well, right?
Hmm.
You did a TA on it recently, Pratik. How does it look?
Yeah, it's looking pretty solid, and I can open up the article for this. Yeah, surely. So basically, Kava right now, even if you see the current price is pretty much at the same level where we had done the TA, and it was having good resistance at around $6.28, which was broken, which leads us to believe that it would probably trade around 8.24, and that's where it is trading right now. And if this particular resistance zone can be flipped to support, and we could definitely start seeing the move. And after the mainnet launch, especially, definitely start seeing the move towards 9, 11, and $15. And this support zone of 8.24 is pretty important. And as long as we are above the support, I'm pretty confident that we'll see a move towards 9, 11, and $15 in the very near future. Especially after the mainnet launch, I think we could definitely see a move up towards there.
Awesome, perfect. Okay, going to our next story, which is Deeper Network, which is launching, which is doing a major system upgrade as well. And I've been super excited to see what they've been launching because it's like a hardware based protocol, and I think they're getting a lot of interest amongst the people as well. Coming to another news piece that happened like I think 5 days ago, which is the Lisk Mainnet happened, and I thought that was fairly interesting, is because they worked and solved some of the key problems in their ecosystem, and they focused on security and made the system more secure. And some of the ways that they added more security in it is fairly interesting as well. Um, I think their transactions are much more cheaper right now, and the dynamic fee system, the way they explain it here, is fairly interesting also. Then they're trying to remove the whole cartel ecosystem which happens within validators and improving that at the same time. And I think these three are key things that any base layer protocol should be working on and fixing within their ecosystems on a regular basis. And I think uh, this the Lisk ecosystem is extremely uh, under marketed, undervalued. Like they're not as hyped up as I think the kind of work that they've done. And if if people are checking out Solana and Matic and BSC uh, to build stuff on, like looking at theirs would be interesting as well. And I think Lisk uses Java for coding, which is a far more easy language for people to work on, and that's why they need to work more on security issues as well, because Solidity and Rust are inherently more secure. So I feel definitely Lisk is an interesting ecosystem. I'm keeping my eye on it as well. Um, Engine's doing a lot, and I was looking at the updates that they have done recently, and there is so much updates from their side. Hold on a
Engine is
second.
my favorite, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Um, so they recently launched smart contracts on JumpNet, and I think that audit is done. I think that was one of the key things that was pending from JumpNet side for it to become a more scaled up blockchain. Uh, they did a collaboration with CoinGecko, and they're working on this website called NFT.io, which is Engine's, I think, marketplace slash NFT launch platforms for some of the key NFT people, and this is the website to look forward to. A lot of very interesting stuff is happening on this very soon. Um, they had a partnership with Swissborg, where Swissborg is using ENJ for community rewards. Shopping.io has integrated Enjin as well. Bitstamp is listing Enjin. Health Hero launched new integrations with Enjin for its NFT powered wellness app, as well as Blockster collaborated with Enjin as well. And this is like in the last couple of weeks only. And I was just compiling like a few interesting news for Enjin. I realized that there is so much happening from their side. And I think this is Enjin and Efinity are looking very, very, very hot right now, in my opinion. In the next few months, these two coins, and definitely Efinity, is definitely the one to look out for.
Absolutely, they have been building non-stop despite the market being bearish and bullish. And I think the projects that do that, and Enjin we have seen, especially since the past few years, they have been non-stop building something or the other. And the projects which are doing that, they are here to stay. And it's always good to, especially when the market is bearish, to accommodate all of these coins, wherein you know that the team is non-stop and currently and constantly building. So I'm with you here. Affinity and Enjin both look really, really hot right now.
Now, it's easy to say that it's Solana season right now. Like, we cannot have a news and update video without discussing Solana because it's just crazy. It's gone to $100 now. But rightfully so. Look at this ecosystem that they have from July 2021. Like, this is from July, and so much more
Wow.
has been built on it since then. I think this is just amazing, and I think the development and the price action that we're seeing is very, very well deserved. That said, uh, Solana is also the most popular solution for users to tackle the high gas fees, and really, like, this is a very interesting chart as well, which the guys from Coin98 have made as well, and this is relatively new, and if you look at this, you can see how much interest their network's getting and how much fees it's able to, you
I think
know.
the bar is going outside your browser, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is right. That said, I think one of my favorite projects, which is launching on Solana, is Star Atlas. Apparently, 2 hours ago, they had some issues for their IDO, but I'm pretty sure they're working with Kyle and his team from Ignition and Apollo X to fix this. I think things will be just fine. I'm not concerned about it. But yeah, I think Star Atlas is one of the hottest projects coming out there. We've made so much content on it on the main channel. Um, and I was checking it out that there is, if there is another new interesting project coming out and launching on Solana right now. I saw this one. It's called Weyu,
Hmm?
and I thought they're doing some really cool stuff by having cross chain NFT marketplace, and I think there is going to be an interesting turn of events when everybody would just want to use one platform for trading NFTs cross chain as well, and that's what they're trying to build also. And that said, they came up with this really cool video. I thought that was really, really funny. I'm gonna play it now. Let's check it out.
Ladies, you got an NFT, and you got an NFT, and you got an NFT, and you got an NFT.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
That was funny, right? I saw it and I was like, wow, that is cool. When people do good marketing and they have an interesting project concept, and I feel that their team is uh, pretty, like, their team is completely public, and I think that team is popular as well. I find such projects to be interesting to kind of keep an eye on and look at as well. So this sort of rounds up the daily news updates from my side. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up now. Pratik, this was really good. I think we found some interesting news pieces. I need to figure out a way to end these videos. Say something cool like, you know, Daddy loves you very much or some shit like that. Anyways, I'm stopping this one.
Okay.